know that up to 5% of the population has narcissistic disorder? Chances are, you've either met a narcissist, have one in your family or friend group, or you have dated one, and you probably know that dealing with them can be an extremely painful experience. The best way to deal with narcissists is often to recognize them early and avoid them entirely. These are the 10 definite signs that a narcissist will display 100% of the time. Number 1. Self-concern. Narcissists are self-absorbed because they have an exaggerated sense of self-importance and a constant need for admiration and attention from others. They believe they are special and unique, and that they deserve special treatment and recognition. This leads them to constantly seek out validation and attention, often at the expense of others. Overall, narcissists' self-absorption is driven by their distorted sense of self, their need for validation, and their lack of empathy. This can make it challenging for them to build and maintain healthy relationships, as they tend to prioritize their own needs and desires above those of others. Number 2. Sensitivity to negative feedback. Narcissists are extremely sensitive to negative feedback or criticism because they have an inflated sense of self-importance and believe they are superior to others. Any criticism or negative feedback threatens their self-image and can trigger feelings of shame, inadequacy, and worthlessness. They may become defensive, angry, or hostile in response to criticism, as they see it as a personal attack on their self-worth. Narcissists also struggle with empathy and the ability to see things from others' perspectives, which can make it difficult for them to understand or accept constructive criticism. They may interpret any feedback as an attack on their character, rather than an opportunity for growth or improvement. Overall, the narcissist's extreme sensitivity to negative feedback or criticism stems from their fragile sense of self and inability to handle anything that threatens their self-image. Number 3. Fear of abandonment. Narcissists often have a fear of abandonment because they have an underlying sense of insecurity and vulnerability. Despite their inflated sense of self-importance, they may worry that they are not truly worthy of love and attention from others. Narcissists also tend to have difficulty forming genuine connections with others due to their lack of empathy and ability to see things from others' perspectives. They may struggle to understand the needs and emotions of others, which can make it difficult for them to build healthy relationships. This fear of abandonment can drive their need for constant attention and validation from others. They may become clingy or possessive in relationships, as they fear being left alone or rejected. Overall, the narcissist's fear of abandonment is rooted in their deep-seated insecurities and challenges with forming meaningful connections with others. Number 4. Vanity and pride. Narcissists are often vain, self-righteous, and prideful because they have an exaggerated sense of self-importance and believe they are superior to others. They have a deep need for admiration and validation, and they may use their appearance, accomplishments, or status to gain recognition from others. Narcissists may also be self-righteous, believing that their beliefs and opinions are the only ones that matter. They may feel entitled to special treatment or privileges, and they may dismiss or belittle those who do not meet their standards. Number 5. Avoiding treatment. Narcissists often avoid treatment because they have a strong sense of self and believe that they are not the problem. They may feel that they are superior to others and that their behaviors are justified, making it difficult for them to accept that they need help. Narcissists may also fear losing their sense of control and power if they were to seek treatment. Therapy and treatment may require them to face their flaws and work on changing their behavior, which can be threatening to their sense of self. Additionally, narcissists may have a hard time trusting others, including mental health professionals, which can make it difficult for them to engage in treatment. They may also struggle with the vulnerability that is required to open up and address their issues in therapy. Number 6. Need for approval. Narcissists have a need for approval from others because they have a fragile sense of self-worth and self-esteem. Despite their inflated sense of self-importance, they may feel deep down that they are not truly worthy of admiration or recognition. Their need for approval may stem from a fear of rejection and abandonment, as they believe that they must constantly prove their worth to others in order to maintain their relationships. They may seek out validation through their accomplishments, appearance, or status, and may become angry or defensive when they feel that their efforts are not being recognized or appreciated. Number 7. Poor self-esteem. Narcissists have poor self-esteem despite their outwardly inflated sense of self-importance. This is because their grandiose self-image is a facade that masks their underlying insecurities and feelings of inadequacy. Narcissists often base their self-worth on external validation and recognition from others, rather than on a solid sense of internal self-worth. This means that their self-esteem is dependent on others' approval and admiration, which can be fleeting and inconsistent. Additionally, the narcissist's lack of empathy and ability to see things from others' perspectives can make it difficult for them to form meaningful connections with others, which can further erode their sense of self-worth. Number 8. Weak emotional regulation. Narcissists have poor emotional regulation, aggressive impulses, and are psychologically fragile because they struggle to handle any perceived threat to their sense of self-worth. They have an exaggerated sense of entitlement and expect to be treated with deference and respect, which can lead to a lack of tolerance for frustration or disappointment. When confronted with criticism or negative feedback, narcissists may become defensive, angry, or aggressive in an attempt to protect their fragile self-image. They may also struggle to regulate their emotions, leading to intense outbursts of anger, frustration, or sadness. Number 9. Difficulties in relationships. Narcissists have difficulties in relationships because they tend to prioritize their own needs and desires above those of others. They may lack empathy and struggle to see things from others' perspectives, which can make it difficult for them to understand and meet their partner's emotional needs. Additionally, narcissists may struggle with trust and intimacy, as they often fear being vulnerable and seen as weak. They may also have a need for constant attention and validation, which can strain their relationships and make it challenging for them to maintain healthy boundaries. Number 10. Love for conflict and drama. Narcissists tend to deal with conflict in ways that prioritize their own needs and desires. They may become defensive or hostile when confronted with criticism or negative feedback, and may struggle to see things from others' perspectives. Narcissists may also use manipulation or gaslighting tactics to deflect blame and maintain control in a conflict. They may attempt to turn the tables on their partner or make them feel guilty for expressing their feelings or concerns. Hope this video will help in recognizing and avoiding a narcissist. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to learn more about how to protect yourself from narcissists. We recommend the video on how narcissists manipulate you next. See you there.